John Murphy, is with Transactions. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, John, what is a little bit of your background?
So I have been a licensed agent for going on 7 years now. I started off in a different brokerage, wasn't having a lot of success or luck, and was almost ready to maybe look for something else. And then I saw, I was searching for jobs online actually, and saw a advertisement for a job opening on the Misty team, and I called in, and I think within about a week I was doing my onboarding on the team. So I started off there as an independent agent, an agent on the team. And then Misty asked if I wanted to move to the client services role, which is the inside sales agent. So I did that for a little under a year. And shortly after doing that, she asked if I wanted to come over to the transaction side. And I've been doing that for just about a year as well, maybe a little less.
Okay, so before you got in real estate, what's your background? Because Misty seems to have you have to be very people oriented and have fun talking to people. So
I was in the service industry. Yep.
Yep.
I've been a bartender and a server most of my time through my younger years, and was ready to get out of that industry, and I got licensed, and that's kind of that story.
All right, so you moved from being an agent into client services into transactions.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite part of each one?
So my favorite part of being an agent is being able to get out of the office, go see homes, meet new people. I really like negotiating. And then I did enjoy the client services role. I actually learned a lot in that one. That one was taught me how to really switch from talking to people as a service industry person into more of a professional real estate agent. Because in that role, you talk to a lot of people. That's a big part of it, is setting up those appointments. And I kind of learned how to speak the role a lot better, how to talk real estate, and even more so now.
And phone skills.
Yes.
Mad phone skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So as being a transaction coordinator, I just know that I get to a certain point in the process and I start copying transactions on everything, and it magically gets taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's exactly how it happens. Magic.
Well, can you talk a little bit about what the magic is?
Yeah. So kind of my role is more behind the scenes. I deal with the ins and outs. I deal with the attorneys and the closers.
The lenders,
yes, making sure everything gets coordinated to keep the process rolling one step at a time. As far as sellers go, I deal a lot with the sellers. One of the bigger parts that I deal with is getting the abstract updated, because I was an abstract state. So what we do is hunt down the abstract to start the process here.
And it's amazing how often it's hunting it down
Yes,
is truly
it is.
part of it, right?
They tell you how important it is when you buy a home, and then no one seems to remember where theirs is. So when you are in a real estate transaction, there are a lot of things you're not realizing. It's not I want house, I buy house, I like house. It's you get pre-approved by a lender. The lender then has to shop you around to investors a lot of times to make sure that their requirements are met in the appraisal. So that is a whole process itself. I do a lot of work with appraisers and all of that business. You have to make sure everything goes through their underwriting and looks good on their end. Then you have to basically get your title cleared as well. So if there are any judgments or liens against somebody, my job is to also make sure that those get taken care of ahead of the time. So a judgment or a lien would be something like a mortgage, which is our most common one. We deal with that a lot. That's just as easy as getting your loan payoff. And it used to be kind of a strenuous process to get that done, but a lot of these banks are finally kind of mainstreaming the process, which is nice. But having your loan information up front really helps us in the long run.
What do you enjoy most about being on the team? Or talk about not just what you enjoy most, but all of the benefits of being on a team instead of out there like you first started as a solo agent?
Well, one of the major benefits of being on the team is when you're a solo agent, especially at the very beginning, you don't know how to make a schedule to save your life. So you are running around till all hours of the night. It's just hectic, showing homes until 8, writing offers until midnight. That is a lot more streamlined on the team. There's a lot more processes in place, which is just awesome. There are team members to help you out when you can't make it to an appointment. Say, you have a life outside of your job, like we all do. So sometimes you can't make that 7:30 appointment before the 8 o'clock deadline. And a lot of the times on the team, somebody's going to be able to step in and help you out with that, which is just a huge part of this team. It really sets you up for success here.